A short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 95-56. 95-56. Easy. Opposite. Hey, wahoo! 5-9.
Brees now on first down. Kamara's got the first down and then some. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there of 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now is Brees. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch 9. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. We go 21. 36. Hey, zoom.
Shotgun now for Brees. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Go. Mike's 47. Don't get nervous.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And this will be taken at the 13. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful, Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 10. Yellow lady. Two times. That's the end of the first quarter. Ready. Yellow lady. Right there. Oh, here we go. Oh. Alert 3. Kill. 53. Check my smooth. 54.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. Forced out and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Lock in. Hey, my 7.
Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's our time. 4-7's a mic. Watch a slack. Alert.
Now Trubisky on third and long. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
General West. Watch the twist.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Wilson's got it complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man there is Malone. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They will run again with Coleman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They're able to locate Wilson. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a throw complete to Dorsett. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
And the Saints first down.
Ready? Double waiting. Trip. Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Chips over here. That's overload. Bravo. One team. Got one.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. You kill.
Breeze now on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Hey, easy. Kill.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Breeze now to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Being chased out left. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. 39 yards there. A big one. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Lock in. 55 is Mike, God, 55. All you get is a headache. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Tackles.
Trubisky will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from deep.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
You ready? You're 21, 13.
Breeze now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
53.
Breeze to throw again. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Check.
Now Breeze again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return to the 6-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And all the way down to the 39. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.